Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of November 18th, 2019. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
I'm Nicole Eridix.
Hi there.
This week, we are complaining about parenting letdowns and obsessing about how to help when kids are discouraged, plus taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. But today, we're talking about streaming services. So,
as is everybody else.
Right. Disney Plus is all over. People are talking about it. And, before that, it was Apple. And obviously, before that, the other big ones, plus every minor channel or outlet has their own as well.
Oh my goodness.
So, are your kids lobbying for more streaming services? Is your family sticking with just Netflix, or how's it going in your house? I guess I'm asking.
Has the streaming fad hit your house?
Right. What's going on with you guys?
I'm mostly the one in my house who's lobbying for the streaming services because I don't feel like I could get them just for myself. But if other people wanted them and everybody's like, no, we're good. And I'm like, wait, what? But look, please watch these. I'm paying for Netflix. Can you all watch Netflix? Nah, we got other things. Well, how about Hulu? I got this cheap Hulu. Let's see if we're all going to watch it.
We got the cheap Hulu for 3 more days, Terry.
I know. I got to switch it, but it's sure. Now my daughter started watching Mom on it, so I guess I got to get her to the end of Mom before I switch it. But nobody's really that into it, and I'm very disappointed. I'm going to get my daughter Disney Plus for Christmas. That's going to be her Christmas gift. And she's sort of okay about it, but not oh, yippee, every Disney Channel show I ever watched in my youth is there. That'll be fun. She's sort of oh, yeah, I guess. So, come on. Don't you, isn't this the trend? Isn't this what everybody's supposed to want to do? I would very, very much love to cut the cable and just have streaming services, but I'd still have to go to the same cable company for my internet, probably. Mm-hmm. And it would be more expensive because I didn't have the TV on it. It's one of these bundle deals. Mm-hmm. And I'd have to make sure that the Me TV my husband watches all his 70s detective shows on has a streaming service. And I'm not sure they do.
Somehow I wonder.
So I stand off to the side looking at all this fun people are having going, that looks cool. But I can't justify buying it just for myself because I never watch anything. I never have time to watch anything.
And don't you need kind of an Apple TV or a Roku or something to pull all this stuff onto your TV?
Yeah. I would think that a smart TV would do it. Do you have a smart TV, Catherine?
No.
Or do you only have dumb TVs?
Just a dumb one.
Yeah. I highly recommend smart TVs. We got one when our ancient, huge, heavy TV finally kicked. Mm-hmm. And we got a flat screen smart TV, and it wasn't that expensive. TVs are kind of ridiculously cheap now.
Yeah.
And it's so neat. You can watch YouTube on it. You can watch, Netflix and Prime. All the streaming services will go through it. You just have to, the hardest part of it is having to enter in your password.
Yeah.
Because I, for my computer, have super long passwords for things, and then you have to, on the TV, it's one of those things where you have to do the up arrow and the down arrow through an alphabet to do it, and I went to my computer and made shorter passwords so I could load up the TV. But other than that, it's so cool to be able to watch everything on there. And yet my husband still won't. And my kids really don't.
Can't you get cable on it too?
Yes, we get cable on the TV too. Yes, so we get everything plus if you hit a different button, then you get all the smart TV stuff, which ticks off my husband because he's, it's on the wrong thing and he can't figure out how to get it back and it's... But still, worth getting, I think, especially if you want any of these streaming services. Do you want any of these streaming services? What do you have now?
Me? Mm-hmm. All I have is Netflix and the cheap Hulu that I got last year that I'm not going to renew.
Yeah.
And cable, which costs $1 million. But
yes,
feels like you can't, I don't know. I always read about people cutting cable and it sounds, first of all, it does sound, they're it's so easy. It really doesn't seem easy at all.
And it seems like it might not be cheaper either. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, ours.
Because you still have to buy your internet from somebody.
exactly.
Yeah, and you have to increase the speed.
And like we still have a landline, and so we have our bundle is cable, internet, and the phone line. And
Right.
We tried to get rid of the phone line, and they were like, it will literally save you $0. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
so
Yes.
just don't bother. So now we still have a landline to get all of our spam phone calls on, and
It's
nothing
so
else.
Yeah. That's what's kept me from doing it, because I figured the price would go up when you unbundle. But I may look someplace else and see how much it is from a new place to just get internet.
Right.
But it's, all the changes. My email address is from my cable company. My phone number is from my cable company now. Everything, it would just, the switchover seems as hugely angry as I was with my cable company a while back and really wanted to just call up and say, go away forever.
Right.
It's just the thought of making a switch is completely exhausting.
Yeah.
This is one of the things that young people need to set up a business. Grandma will come to your house, we'll switch it all over for one low fee.
And teach you how to use it. Or maybe leave
Exactly.
behind like a pictorial instruction
Or a small
guide.
visual
Press
prompt.
this button. For your 70s shows, press.
That's right. Yes, that's what they would need to do. Put a little sticker on the remote. Here's where they are. Just put the TV there and leave it. What's the streaming situation at your house, Nicole?
Well, we have like the big ones, Hulu and Netflix
Prime?
and Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus, of course, isn't really relevant because my kids are older.
Mm-hmm.
And
Except it's got Marvel and it's got Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
it doesn't do it for us.
Not you.
And then Apple TV. I mean, I've only watched one show on Apple TV, and it was that one with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. I've just watched like the first episode because it's an Apple original.
And your review?
Yeah, it was okay.
That's actually what I've mostly heard about it.
It just is kind of meh. I mean, when you think about other ensemble casts that have done like a series on a network, like, was it Big Little Lies? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
That ensemble cast. I mean, that's an outstanding job, and they have a lot of heavy hitters on this one. The new one, I can't remember what it's called.
The morning show.
Right. Yeah. So they have a lot of heavy hitters on that one, but it just doesn't have that vibe that.
Yeah.
But
I think Big Little Lies maybe had better source material.
yes.
I don't know what the source was for this, but
Yes.
A mystery is always going to be a good driver.
Compelling.
Yeah. Even just the dynamics between the actors and the setting, the scenery. I mean, this other one is just so dull and lifeless. Anyway.
Little Lies, you had all that beautiful Monterey coastline.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, there is that
It helped.
as well. Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we're going to run out and do the Apple TV thing. I mean, although we can obviously get some shows, or we haven't really paid attention to it, I guess is my answer.
Well, and also it's like there's so many different ones, right?
Yes.
And
And there's only going to be more. All the networks are doing their own now. NBC is going to have a big one, and they're like pulling things off of Netflix to populate it. So
right. And the thing is, though, like I feel like in the end, if you buy all of the streaming services that you want, so that you can see all the shows you want, it's like you're paying for cable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're. Except now nothing's on cable anymore because it's all on streaming. So,
yes,
but at least with cable, it's like one thing,
right?
Whereas if you had like 12 different streaming services, that's 12 subscriptions to manage,
right?
And to get like the same amount of stuff that you are getting from cable. I don't know. It just seems like an inefficient system that eventually will somehow reform. I don't know.
Someone will bundle streaming systems and sell them that way, and then that will be the new cable.
Right. I mean, it seem like that's the only logical way to do it?
It does.
Yeah. I think the whole streaming thing has not hit our house at this point in our lives. We're all kind of consumed with other stuff right now.
Yeah. I think I only have the ones I have because we're doing things we're doing for round 2. I don't know if I would still. And once, honestly, once West Wing goes away and once we're done watching West Wing, I don't know if I still need Netflix. I really don't watch it that much. I don't watch anything that much.
I know.
I have
either.
28 hours a day of podcasts to listen to. How am I going to ever watch anything again?
Yep.
My podcast queue is a little out of control.
Every once in a while, my husband's like, we should really get rid of Netflix. I'm like, I actually watch Netflix. Right now it's mostly just for the West Wing. So you're right. Maybe when that's over, I don't need it anymore. But, it's good on the go watching, like on the treadmill.
I like the idea of it very much.
On the treadmill and also on the bus rides that I do.
Right.
Which
that's true.
I'm excited because by the time I do my next bus ride, I can download, hopefully, The Crown is coming out, the next season of The Crown. And in the past, you know how not every show on Netflix you can download.
Right.
But in the past, you could download The Crown, so fingers crossed. But I guess I have unlimited data, so I can just watch it.
So The Crown is Netflix, right?
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I can never remember which service things are on. There's too many, and it's only going to get worse.
Yep.
They need to put it in the name of the thing. Like Netflix is The Crown, and Hulu's this thing.
Well, isn't that one?
Maybe they do.
That one website, The Decider, it's like all about streaming.
Yeah.
So if you just Google the name of the show, then it'll help you. But
that's true.
It would be nice to just know. So
I suppose if I had them all, maybe I would. Or maybe I would just be so much more confused. Well, we advise you that if streaming is too stressful, just listen to podcasts like I do. Just run Parenting Roundabout over and over again. We'll always be here waiting for you. Easy to find. And that will be it for today's Round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed Round 2, and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.